This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
Welcome back, sports fans. I'm Stephanie Salazar. Aggie basketball player Daniel Mullins was named Player of the Week for the second straight week by the Western Athletic Conference. In the past two victories for NM State, Mullins has averaged 20 points, 7 boards, and 2 assists. He also went 20 for 20 at the free throw line. Mullins is one of the main reasons that the Aggies have been impressive so far in conference play. This season, he has averaged 17 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, and 2 steals per game. Mullins and the Aggies hit the road this week to extend their winning ways. They will take on Idaho Thursday night at 8 p.m. and finish up their road trip in Chicago, Illinois, as they will be taking on Chicago State Saturday at 8 p.m. And high school basketball is in full swing, and all the local Las Cruces teams are off to a great start. The Mayfield Trojans had a rough start to their game against the Oñate Knights last night. However, Mayfield came back from being behind for most of the first half and ended up with a W, with a final score of 74-47. They moved to 2-2 in conference play and leave Oñate 0-4 in league play. Another local high school is also on fire. The Centennial Hawks began their district play against Santa Teresa last night. After a tough game, the Hawks ended up on top with a score of 46-39. They moved to 1-0 on league play and host Chaparral Friday night. And NM State's equestrian team is ranked top 5 in the nation. News 22 sports reporter Albert Gamboa shows us how the team has been so successful.
When the sound of the whistle blows, it's not a rodeo that the audience is attending. It's a horse jumping competition called equestrian. And at NMSU, they're pretty good at it. Ranked as the 4th best team in the nation, the Aggies have galloped their way to the top and had a yeehaw type of fun doing it.
We got a new coach in the last spring, a new English coach, and her and the head coach set up this team challenge program that has really changed the group dynamic, and we're all acting like more of a team than we have in the past.
Only 21 schools in the country have an equestrian team, but it's a sport that requires a keen eye to find details. Before and during competitions, riders bring up the horses to the tie rail, where they get dressed, groomed, and moisturized for the big show. When on the track, it's up to the rider and horse to impress the judges on their leaping abilities and movement. According to senior Emily McConnell, working together as a team brings out the best in competition.
Both the horse and the rider are both considered athletes in our sport, and it's really important for both horse and rider to be very fit, and I'd say it's definitely a tie. There's no, because you can't do the sport without the horse, and you can't do it without the rider. So,
with chemistry, flow, and support, it doesn't matter how far this team can go, but how high can they fly? Albert Gamboa, News 22 Sports.
And spring season is just right around the corner, and you know what that means? It's baseball season. The Aggie baseball team, despite a rough year last season, were picked second in the WAC preseason poll. NM State received 70 points in the voting and won first place vote. They finished last year with a record of 29-28 and 13-14 in the WAC. Bakersfield took the #1 spot in the Western Athletic Conference after they finished with a record of 37-22 last year. Sacramento State rounds up the top 3 in 3rd place. NM State will open their season on Valentine's Day. It will be the alumni game held here at Presley Askew Field at 3 p.m. And tonight's Play of the Day is brought to you by college basketball. Enjoy.
Andrew Wiggins with the interception, and then, woo, splash. Such a pretty shot by the True Fresh.
Points of the half. Just what I said Baylor could not afford to do. You turn that thing over.
And that is all for Sports Night. Join us for more sports action tomorrow. But still ahead on News 22, Tiffany will be back to take a look at your 5-day forecast. But first, the Winter Olympics are set to begin this weekend. We'll show you where the torch is when we get back.